hasn't seen the glory of the plan of the Lord. He is trampling out the village where the grapes of wrath are stored. He has loosed the faithful lightning of his terrible swift sword. His truth is marching on. Glory, glory, hallelujah, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on.
This is an out-and-out forgery. This fellow, the Smedes, is accusing me of wanting to abolish the slave trade in the South. And he says I view a black man as a white man's equal. Balderdash, that was Salmon Chase. I have made it clear I only want to confine slavery to the southern states. No more than that. You are being strangely quiet, Mr. Seward.
Are you afraid of being put on the same side as those Christian zealots, the abolitionists?
But Seward, you never held the abolitionist position. Help me out here.
I never did until my wife Frances and I took a trip to the South. Abe, what we saw changed both of our minds.
Confound you, Seward. You're starting to sound like Salmon Chase.
Maybe so, but would you be willing to meet a friend of mine tomorrow? She is a young slave girl, about 22, who recently escaped from the South. She is staying with us for a week.
You haven't taken to helping escape slaves now, have you, Seward?
But will you see her?
Yes, I will see her.
I ain't never talked to a president before, ma'am. I ain't never seen one either.
Don't worry, he won't bite.
Abe, I'd like to meet a friend of mine. There's Chloe.
Thank you so much for coming to see me.
I'm honored, sir.
Beg your pardon, ma'am, but you don't look like a negress to me.
My mama was raped, and her mama was also raped by her white masters. So I have quarter Nigerians led me, sir.
I see. Why did you run away?
They sold my husband to a plantation about 5 miles away. Then they gave my baby to an older slave woman who cared for all the children, and they moved to a farm about 4 miles away, sir.
What happened then?
I would sneak off at night to see either my husband or my baby, and my master caught me several times, sir.
What did he do?
He hung me from a rafter in the kitchen and whipped me until I passed out.
I see. If I want to keep Fort Sumter as Union property, as I have to send reinforcements.
Your sending troops into Fort Sumter might be perceived as an act of war by the South. They are looking for any reason to justify secession.
War may be inevitable. The South has eyes that can't see and ears that cannot hear. Even if we permit them to retain slavery in the southern states, they will not comply. They have become implacable.
Many will die, Abe. Boys not much older than your Todd will die.
Do we surrender the basis of our Constitution to avoid any war? Mary.
I'm not president, thank God. That's your job, Abe. But I am so sad, so very sad.
In the Dred Scott decision, the Supreme Court insisted the Negroes were not included in the Declaration of Independence.
Those judges were as corrupt as the ones who subverted English liberty under Charles I.
Or worse yet, 5 of the colony's black voters acted on the rectification of the Constitution. When the founders declared all men were equal, they didn't mean all men had the same size social station, abilities, or opportunities, but that they were equal in the eyes of our Creator and given certain specific rights, including the right to live in liberty.
They were inspired by their Puritan forefathers. No Puritan colony ever allowed slavery.
At the time they chose war with England, they could not deal with the slave issue as the entire southern colonies already had slavery in place. They left the dealing with the abolitionists of slavery to succeeding generations, and it has fallen into our hands.
But the South may need more time. They may yet agree to some future abolition of slavery if allowed to set their own timetable.
No, they will never do so, sir. The southern states don't only intend to keep slavery in the existing states, but they want to expand slavery into the border states.
Is that somebody coming?
I have an urgent message for the president.
The South has fired Fort Sumter. Gentlemen, the war has begun.
When Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah. We'll give him a hearty welcome then, hurrah, hurrah. The men will cheer, the boys will shout, the ladies they will all turn out, and we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. The old church bell will peal with joy, hurrah, hurrah. To welcome home our darling boy, hurrah, hurrah. The village lads and lassies say, with roses they will strew the way, and we'll all feel gay when Johnny comes marching home. Get ready for the Jubilee, hurrah, hurrah. We'll give the hero 3 times 3, hurrah, hurrah. The laurel wreath is ready now to place upon his loyal brow.